niggas still in prison, no. Till they free, none's forgiven. It's only one mission, it's only one magician. All stars in Houston this year, I'm still fishing. The Plugs playground where them hoes play around. Galleria, Mr. Trick Bag when I'm in town. That's the energy I'm missing. 1,000 drug dealers with the cruelest intentions. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Throwing shots at niggas cause I'm bored and they whores. I'm Kobe going for a 6 ring, or that church choir sing. I'm a lean till they crown me king of New Orleans. Now everybody so 80s, 90s inspired. With none of you niggas 80s and 90s rhyming. You laptop hot, just internet warm. Down low for downloads, don't get caught up in my storm. Don't do it. Fuck nigga, you just internet porn. Now we don't gotta fake it no more, the line's drawn. I'm too much dope dealer for rap niggas. Too much closer to every trap nigga.
That's right.
I'm the styling, profiling, limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun. Oh, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Live and in effect. What's good, y'all? J. Cole always crying. What you got to say? He said, "Now I want to go lie, go to bed." Stop smooching Golden State ass. Golly, I can't cover the game, my nigga. I can't cover the game, dog. I be lurking for what? Yeah, pause, bro. DFJ crying. DFJ always crying, bro. That nigga hate every team. What's good, Cheyenne? What's good, Rap God? Drop the link. I'm gonna drop it in a minute. I'm gonna go over the game stats and then I'm gonna drop the link. I don't want to get distracted. But what's up, guys? What's good? What's good? What's good, Cheyenne? I appreciate you coming through. I know you want to talk about this one, Cheyenne. I know you want to get your ass in here on this one. What's good, joint to joint, my nigga? Sangoon rhymes with what? Rhymes with Cancun. Cancun in 3. Cancun on 3, y'all. 1, 2, 3. Cancun. Bad start for Houston. Yeah, it's an awful start for Houston. I'm gonna get into these. I'm gonna drop the link, but I'm gonna go over the game stats first. I'm gonna go over a little synopsis of the game. What's up, DBZ? What's good, brother? I'm gonna drop drop the link. Let's go over these game stats, man. I know y'all want to know how it went down, right? Your boy KB got you. First I want to start out by saying shout out to Buddy Hield, man. Buddy Hield has had it real rough for the last couple of months, man. I mean, talk about going on a cold spell, man. Buddy Hield was struggling. He was getting yelled at, all sorts of shit, right? Shout out to Buddy Hield, man. Tonight, Buddy Hield put up 33 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 12 of 15 from the field, right? 9 of 11 from the three. Buddy Hield came in and he meant business. Buddy Hield was squeezing triggers. He was shooting like Yosemite Sam, y'all. Guns blazing, right? Kicking the door, waving the full fold. All they heard was Buddy don't hit him no more. I mean, Buddy was squeezing, bro. He was shooting everything in there. And so shout out to Buddy Hield, because without this performance, man, I don't know if the Warriors win, because the Rockets made a push to get back in the game, and every time they made a push, here come Buddy. You know what I'm saying? And Buddy really, held down the fort till this man got started. So let's talk about this man, Stephen Wardell Curry. Stephen Wardell Curry, the greatest shooter ever, put up 22 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 of 10 from 3, 8 from 16. So he was 50%, man, and he was shooting bombs. I mean, from Baghdad, where people speak another language. Steph Curry was killing out there. I mean, the handles was on fleek. The passing was precise, with the 7 assists. And he put them to sleep. He rocked them boys to sleep. Let's go down the line, man. And I gotta do a shout out to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, 20 points, 7 assists, 10 rebounds, 2 of 3 from 3, right? Field goals, 7 for 13 from the field, right? So Jimmy Butler, that 10 rebounds right there. I'm looking at the 10 rebounds, bro. Jimmy hits the glass, right? The 7 assists, the playmaking. He doesn't shoot threes. That's not his MO, but he does wonders for them defensively with deflections, with blocks. 20 points. Very good game from Jimmy Butler. I thought he played well within the Florida offense. He didn't do nothing crazy. Jimmy's a high IQ basketball player. So let's get into Draymond Green. You know what I'm saying? Draymond Green came in. I think this is one of Draymond Green's better offensive games that I've seen from him in a long time. Draymond Green came in that thing with 16 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds. Didn't shoot the 3 well, right? 2 of 8 from 3, but he shot it with confidence and he attacked, and he helped them boys get them out of there, man. I mean, Buddy Hield was good. Was great, actually. Steph Curry was great. Jimmy Butler solid, but Draymond Green added in the cherry on top with the field goal percentage, 7 from 15, right? 7 of 15. So the Warriors play Warriors basketball, man. I'm looking at these assists, man. They moved the ball around, right? Pods came in, 9 points, 4-12. Didn't shoot the 3 well, 1 of 7 from 3. But, I mean, you really ain't need them to do a lot tonight. So let's get into the Rockets and what the Rockets issue is, right? The Rockets issue is they didn't even use their bench at all, really. I mean, their bench barely scored. They were mostly like effective rebounding. Really ain't doing too much. Amen Thompson, in my opinion, they need to build the team around Sengun and Amen Thompson, right? Because those guys are the best players on the team. Amen Thompson came through, 24 points, 9 of 16 from the field, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. Didn't shoot the 3, really. 0 from 1 from 3. That's not good. That's not bad. He just didn't take many threes, right? That's not his game right now. He needs to develop that in the future, but that's not his game. But I think, bro, 24 points, 9 rebounds. He was dealing with a little calf strain, it looked like. But, I mean, he really held it down for him. Then you have Sengun pitching in with 21 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists. 9 of 23 from the field. I think Sangoon played pretty well. He looked like he kind of let the fouls get to him. After a while, he had his head down, didn't really try to get back on some of those plays. But other than that, he was pretty good. He missed some point blank range stuff, missed some free throws, but that's okay. He's still young, still learning. A 1 of 1 from three. It was really when the game was decided. That last three. Van Fleet, Fred Flintstone, Fred Van Fleet, 17 points, 6 of 13, right? Field from the field, 3 of 6 from three. He was okay, right? He was okay. Uh, then you look at Jalen Green. Now, this is the problem. This man, Jalen Green, bro, like, you can't have, as I bring my man Cheyenne, man, you can't have Jalen Green give you 8 points, 1 assist, and 4 rebounds. I think he played 30 minutes, but he really wasn't doing much when he was out there. I mean, when he caught the ball, he looked indecisive. For like he didn't know what to do with it. He's dribbling around, looked like he was dribbling around in circles. The He's a good talent. He doesn't know how to play professional basketball yet. So he's got to work on his jump shot. He's got to work on his game. He's over dribbling. He's not making the decisions. You really can't play him in a series like this. 3 of 8 from the field, 0 for 2 for from 3 point. I mean, how are we supposed to build around you with 8 points, bro, in 30 minutes? We can't. We can't, bro. So Cheyenne,
Yeah, KB.
what's up? What you got?
Man, this is the first time as a Warriors fan in my life I didn't feel nervous in the game 7 at all. Not one bit.
Yeah,
Because
it
it's
was.
like because it's like this Warriors team is like okay, it's very unpredictable. I don't know which Warriors team I'm getting. Is it championship Golden State? Is it going to be mediocre Golden State or is it going to be trash Golden State? You can't tell which one is it.
Well, when you look at the game, right,
Mm-hmm.
the moment looked a little too big for the Rockets.
Oh yeah, like once Buddy hit that shot at the end of the first quarter, I knew we got something going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I just got a sense, but I just watched the game because it's like because I know the Warriors eventually the Rockets cut the lead down to three, but it's like okay, we still got something. Like I knew they was gonna make their run, the Rockets, to come back, but I
Yeah,
just
but
feel like the thing with the Rockets is like, okay, they cut the lead, right? Then they're missing free throws. Then they're missing like easy bunnies. Like Shengun was missing some easy bunnies that he was making like the last two games.
hmm
And some of the threes they're taking is like, why are you even taking that? Okay, if Van Vliet is taking it, okay, I get it. But the rest of them is like, okay,
but
Van Vliet
you know
and
what? You know why they were taking it? Go
those guarding out their interior. Like the Warriors is just
no, Golden
trying to make
State.
sure.
Golden State was running a zone.
Yeah, since
So
Houston ran their zone, the Warriors like, okay, we'll run our zone. We're gonna put Kevon Looney in there, right, and put Draymond at the floor, right, and we have like Jimmy Butler like controlling the pace. So what we're gonna do is, since y'all want to play our zone with Steven Adams, oh, we're gonna put Kevon Looney on Steven Adams to see if that works, and clearly it did.
they don't have no, they don't have that many shooters on the Rockets to break that zone to punish them for going in the zone.
Oh yeah, that's
So
that's
that,
what that's what he has been punishing us the Warriors for the last two good games. The reason we couldn't beat the zone is well, part of the reason is yeah, we kept passing up layups, easy shots, right? Like we was talking about after like game one. Remember we was talking about how the Warriors would be like making themselves like hard to score the ball, like our players.
mhm.
It's the same thing been said that I've been watching for the last two games. It's like okay, when the ball is okay, when the rim is open, right? The lane, right? Just take it. That's what we did tonight. Draymond did that. Go to the rim and just take a layup. I don't care if you make or miss. Just get in there.
Draymond played a good game tonight on both
This
ends.
is this is the Draymond I've been looking for in offense, dog. If the lane is open or if it's like a contested, right? Just take it. Just take what's that. Basketball is a simple game. If the lane is open, just go take it. Or if it's open, just take it. Of course, I don't want my guys to jack up a million threes, but if the mid range is open or the three is wide open, just take it.
Yeah, he was taking it tonight. I mean, he didn't make many of them, but he nailed some in the first quarter. I think. Yeah,
That's all the Warriors had to do is don't overthink the game. That's what the Warriors been doing this at times. It's like, okay, we 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 keep the Clippers, like we was fighting back and forth with the Clippers in the last game because we was just running our offense. Even though they came back and beat us, it's like, okay, we're just gonna play our game. But the thing is, at times it's like when we blow those leads, it's like, man, we start overthinking. Maybe I mean some of it is on their defense, but some of it is really on us. It's like we're not taking the shots that we're supposed to take. Like in this game, right? There's like certain possessions, like during the last like maybe around the 5-6 minute mark. I'm like, why is the ball going to Draymond's hand at the end of the shot clock?
I don't know why they ran. It would look like three straight plays for Draymond.
What?
I don't know why they did that.
I'm like, okay, if we're doing that, we're not getting away with that against a team like OKC or Boston. Like, we're not getting away with that. Or Cleveland. We're not getting away with that. If I want someone to chuck up a shot at the end, give it to Jimmy, Steph, or maybe one of our young guys who can shoot. I'll live with that. I can't have, I can't put in a position where Draymond and Cavallini like takes a dumb shot.
Yeah. Hey, big dog, how you feel? How you feel? We got big dog talk sports in here.
Well, it wasn't the time for Draymond to get them shots. It was just Houston playing defense. Even Draymond open, he'll be the one to take them shots. To be honest with you, but
Yeah, but it did look like Jimmy. It did look like Jimmy was just like handed it off to him, though. It was weird.
I mean, because Draymond was open.
Yeah, he
Somebody got to
opened
shoot.
for he opened
Look,
for
wait,
a
wait,
reason.
wait, big dog, big dog,
No, no, I agree. But like, if you got somebody 7 feet on you,
big dog.
Sengun,
Let's be
I
real.
mean, you him or you rather Draymond shoot the wide open shot.
Yeah,
Big dog, let's be real. If we lost tonight, all these LeBron fanboys would have came after us. Like, let's be real. All
Oh,
that,
look,
yeah,
LeBron.
yeah, all that 3-1 BS. Oh, second 3. Oh, Steph, oh, choke artist. You know what? I will never slander Buddy Hill ever again. Just for this game, I will never do it ever again. You won't see me slandering his name again. Even Hendo said that. We're never gonna slander Buddy Hill again. I can't do it no more, man. Like you give me 33 points in a game 7 when we're about to blow a 3-1 lead. No, I can't hate on him no more. I just can't.
You know, LeBron lovers is ready, man. Like
Yeah, they was
outside,
ready, man.
outside,
They was ready
yeah,
to
outside
run
of
their
J.
baby
Cool.
oil, their DD oil.
Yeah, hey, outside of J. Cool, I don't even know more bigger haters than LeBron lovers outside of J. Cool.
Oh,
Like nobody bigger hater. You know what I'm saying? You know, Steph Curry, top five, dead or alive. You know what I'm saying?
hey, J. Cool said we the cap and Trinity.
he said, "Well, we capping."
He
No,
said
no,
we the,
no, 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 J. Cool. I'm never gonna slander Buddy Hill again. I
the
can't.
cap
I
and
can't do it,
Trio.
man. You show me a game 7 where you actually came out there and play and you didn't lose the game. Okay, I can't say nothing no more.
Who's J. Cool's team, yo?
He a Laker fan.
Cause all I do is see him hate on everybody, yo. Like I was like, he was like
Where,
nobody.
where, where, who on the Lakers page?
I never seen J. Cool root for nobody. He's always hating on somebody, yo. Except for Luka Doncic. That's it, yo.
Hey, Steph, the only old head left in the game in the playoffs. All the others have been gone.
Hey, I think like this is why I was worried about Houston because when Jimmy went down and they didn't get that win, I said that boy right there, that boy Steph's a killer. You
No,
don't
the
want to
thing,
you
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 know,
you
you
win.
know,
Hold on, real quick. You win games that you're supposed to win against Steph because Steph will make you pay for that shit later. He will.
You know which game Houston screwed themselves?
Hmm.
Game 3.
No Jimmy.
When Jimmy was out and Steph took control of the game in like the second half. Yeah, that's where like Houston like I mean they came back. I mean we would have they almost like forced us to blow a 3-1 lead, but it's like it just felt like Houston's like they kind of put themselves in a position against them just like us.
That's the game they're gonna be thinking about
Yeah,
after
they'll be thinking
the series is
about
over.
game 3.
Hey, big dog.
What's good? What's good?
Then I tell you, they're gonna regret not winning that game with Jimmy out. They gonna regret that shit.
You know what else people gonna regret?
What?
Trying to put James Harden up there with Dwayne Wade.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I forget about people lying, saying James
See,
Harden was better than Dwayne Wade.
this is the difference between Steph, Kawhi, Harden, and all these other guys. This Warriors team is worse than the Clippers. In like, I mean, even though the Clippers play a better team than the Nuggets, the Clippers you still got a bunch of wings, size, talent, and all that. And you mean to tell me in Game 7 you just other than Kawhi who showed up, the rest of them just fell flat. Just like nah, we just want to go Cancun.
Yeah, they didn't want to win bad enough. The rest
Like
of the
they
team.
just didn't even no, they didn't even bother to show up in the second half. Like they just like other than Kawhi who kept them the game down, the rest of them is like, nah, we done.
But see,
Oh,
this
hold
goes
on,
back.
y'all. Y'all let me finish slandering James Harden, bro.
At least the Houston Rockets show some fight. Like they didn't want to go away that easily.
Hey,
I'll give them that.
Cheyenne, he wanted to get on James Harden real quick. Let him get on James Harden.
Okay, okay, do
I
it, do
got
it.
James Harden. I don't know where y'all got James Harden ranked at. I'm not sure exactly what number I got him at, but he under Gail Goodrich for me. He like Terry Kittle to me. I'm tired of James Harden. James Harden, all he can score the point, he get the triple double. But when it's time to win in the playoffs, James Harden turns to James F. He turns to a whole nother James when it's time for the playoffs. And I'm tired of people disrespecting Dwayne Wade and Kobe, trying to put James Harden with them, yo.
Oh no, he ain't there. But you know what?
I mean,
James Harden, he can play though. James Harden can play. He just ain't Kobe. Like I don't know who compared him to Kobe. That's
no
ignorant.
one, no one, no one.
They
No,
look,
people
Steph
are
is my
comparing. Yeah,
favorite player, but I wouldn't even dare to compare him to Kobe. I can't do it.
bro.
hey,
People
look,
compare everybody to Kobe, bro. It's insane.
Like
look.
I'm a Warriors fan, and we know we are the ops to the Lakers. But even I know I can't like do Kobe like that. Kobe is the legend, the best player in Laker history. I can't do that.
I gotta
Like
say this
we
too.
understand. Like
Hey, I gotta say this too, y'all. Hey, y'all can get mad at me. Send me your hate mail. I don't care. I'm already getting hate mail when I say Shador Sanders overrated. Send me your hate mail.
They gonna
I got
send it to me.
Russell. I got Russell Westbrook over James Harden. Historically, I don't care.
I mean,
And that's it.
They're around the same ballpark though.
Now I got Russell Westbrook above him,
I
bro. I'm
mean,
sorry.
the reason I still got Harden over Westbrook is like okay, he beat him in like the playoff series, right? One of the years, right? And
Mhm.
then in 2017, like the first round, he beat
Oh,
Westbrook. Yeah, he beat him once there. Then also it's like even though like James Harden is a choke artist, at least his teams almost beat. No, he almost beat us in the 7 game series. Even though he choked, like he almost like he
see,
almost
but
sent us
Now,
home, bro.
we're not doing this almost, bro. We're not doing this almost. We're
No, no,
not
I
doing
know, but the thing
that.
is that Rockets team is that I mean is good, but for them to even push us all the way to 7 games is like who else was doing this to us when we were stacked during those 3 years? I
No,
don't
the Clippers
recall.
get.
I don't recall Cleveland doing that.
Hold on,
Cleveland was getting their ass whooped left and right.
the Clippers was giving them problems. The
That
Portland
that's
Trail
about it. That's
gave
the
them
only
problems.
about it. But
No,
other, but
The The Portland Trailblazers was giving them problems. The only problem was is that they kept choking 15-point leads
Oh
in the
yeah,
Western.
no, you know why? You know why the Blazers kept choking is that they don't even have like actual point guard or like someone like a Draymond, like who can I can like pass the ball to like Dame and CJ. Like sometimes I feel like they'll go on their run, right? But then it's like at some point, it's 1-on-1. It's like my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. And then it's like was like their defense was actually bad at times, especially against us. Like we just killed their defense like that. That's why the Warriors kept making all these comebacks against the Blazers because they
What's
couldn't
good?
stop
Yeah,
us.
What's good? CC Motion. What's good, bro?
yeah. People overrate that Warriors team, man. They was a great team, but they weren't just
Yeah,
running through
I
stuff
mean
every
they're
like
one of
people.
the greatest teams, but I wouldn't put them as like I won't put them as top five like that. I can't do that because you see,
Yeah,
I'm just being like reasonable. Like I can't just do like that. If we won that championship in 2016, okay, yeah, I can do that because it's 73 wins, and then we like gone like 73 wins, we won that game 7 or something, and then it's like okay,
But
I
I
get
don't, I don't really judge teams. I mean, I look at the wins, but I look at the talent too. Like I say, this is how I look at it. If we put those teams against each other, what would it look like? You know what I'm saying? Like who would I think will win? That's how I look at the best teams of all time. I
I
don't
got
look at it as, oh, they won 73 wins, so they the greatest team ever. I don't look at it like that. I look at, yo, who would whoop somebody ass? Who would whoop whose ass if they faced each other?
hey, can y'all hear this? Can y'all hear that?
What's that?
That's James Harden, a bag of chips. He's a bag of chips when it comes to the playoffs.
Yeah,
Get James? Yeah, bro.
I mean, he ain't get it done, man. So, like a lot of players, you'd be surprised how many players care about winning. Some players don't. I'm not saying he don't, but I'm saying some players don't care
it's
about
just
winning.
it's just levels to this shit. Like I like Kawhi. Like I don't. The only reason, Kawhi could have easily been the best player in this generation, like in this past generation, if he stayed healthy. The only reason I can't put him next to Steph is like it's not okay. Kawhi is the better two-way player. Defensively, I'll take Kawhi. It's just something about the offense. It's something about the will. I just have to take Steph over Kawhi. That's the only reason why I have him over Kawhi.
Well, Steph plays, Kawhi don't.
No, 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 not
I
just
mean, he's
that.
on the
But even if we stay healthy, it's like he's great, but it's like I don't know, man. It's like something is missing. Even though he won his 2 championships, I feel like he should have won 4 championships. That's how great Kawhi is.
Yeah, but what stopped him? The injuries.
Yeah, that's the only thing that stopped him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so we got to see Steph come back from his injuries and stay healthy for the most part. I mean, he had a little nick knack
Like
stuff,
this Clippers team is better than the Clippers team in 2021. Like if you think like because that 2021 team, Kawhi has to play great for them to
but
like
but
actually.
but to be honest with you, the Clippers were up and down all year though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
the
I mean,
Clippers
Kawhi,
best.
Kawhi won't hurt when they took that 3-1 lead. He
No,
won't
that
hurt
wasn't
then.
the thing that cost the Clippers their window was okay. Yeah, the bubble is one thing, but another one is like the next year, like in 2021. Man, if that Kawhi injury didn't happen, I believe the Clippers would have won that whole thing.
Well, they traded their whole damn bench. Let me read this comment real quick. Top five greatest team. This from J. Cool. Top five greatest teams are the 96 Bulls, 87 Lakers, 86 Celtics. Wait a fucking minute. Where are the two? Where's the 2001 Lakers?
Where's
Nigga,
the wait? Where's the 89? Wait. Where's the 89 Pistons? Why aren't they
where's
there?
where's the '01 Lakers, bro? Please.
If the 89 Pistons are in the list, I don't know what to say, man. I
The
know it's your
'03
opinion,
Spurs.
but come on, man. Like,
The
Oh,
'03.
it's
I,
Celtics.
Yeah, the '03 Spurs ain't beating the '01 Lakers. I'm
dog,
sorry.
the 89, the 89 Pistons will wipe all these teams out. I mean,
Calm,
until unless it's
calm
the
down.
80, maybe the 83 Sixers may beat them. That's all I can say.
Calm down. Calm down. 89 Pistons not just whooping all those. Calm down.
Yo, do
Yeah,
you
I
know
got.
how? No, do you see that bench that 89 Pistons set? I'm like, I
I,
can't. You throw that they are fine. Like, ah, shit, here we go again. No, even Magic and Bird, even Magic said that. It's like, oh, once that bench comes in, oh shit.
you meant the
Calm down.
84. You meant
No,
the
no,
84.
89,
Oh
89,
no, I'm not
89.
talking about. Hold on, let me. This comment. I'm reading the comment. You meant the 84 Sixers, bro.
No, you mean the 83 Sixers.
No,
Hold
no, I
on.
think the only team that could try to take down that Pistons is I'll say maybe the 83 because of their size. That they'll play their
No.
big team, Moses
So
Malone.
the 96 Bulls would beat those Pistons.
Hell no, man. No.
They
Man,
dropped them down.
man, they would throw
They
Scottie
dropped
Pippen.
them
No, they
down.
would
Which
throw
Sixers?
Scottie
Which
Pippen.
Sixers? Which Sixers?
No, no, no. I'm saying, okay, okay. I'm saying the 83 Sixers, they're the only ones that can beat the Pistons. Celtics, yeah, maybe they can beat them. It's like
Whoa,
50-50.
whoa, 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 whoa! What Pistons?
89, 89.
I think there's a bunch of teams that can beat the 89 Pistons.
Yeah, yeah.
No, no, I mean, okay, okay. Okay, 87 and 86, okay, 87 Lakers and 96 Celtics. Okay, that's a toss up. The 89 Pistons would destroy the Spurs.
Which
Can you,
which ver? Oh
the,
three.
the, yeah, the 03, like the 89
I don't know
Pistons.
why the open stars are getting talked about. I don't even know why they getting mentioned, but
I think the 2014 Spurs play better basketball. To be honest with you,
Oh yeah, but yeah, I think that's the best Spurs team in my opinion.
that's the best team basketball I've seen in a long time.
I used to hate the Spurs because Tony Parker used to give my team problem in 2013. Then it's like, okay, I see that 2014 Spurs. I'm like, okay, this is the most beautiful basketball I've ever seen. I can't hate it.
hey, look, send me your hate mail. But I got the '04 Pistons as the greatest Pistons team of all time. Send me your hate
Defensive
mail.
team, no, defensive team, right?
Oh, four
No,
Pistons are great.
overall.
That
Oh yeah,
that
you can argue they're one of the best teams ever. Like the way
that
they
team
play
was a
defense,
machine. They were a
man.
machine.
That defense, oh, they were messing around on defense.
They're the
Okay,
best Pistons.
we got DFJ in here. What you got, DFJ?
Salute, salute. What's going on?
The
What's good?
Rockets' daddy is still Wardell.
What's good?
Oh yeah, great game from the Warriors. I had Golden State winning the series. I told you Houston ain't shit. He made
No,
Joker.
Houston is good, but it's like they're just too young. They're just too inexperienced. That's the only
Damn,
thing that's
they're a
killing them.
young team. They're a young team, bro. You
Bro,
gotta
they,
give.
Yeah,
bro,
they
they
are,
pushed the Warriors to a
but
7 game. They forced us to play
You
against
gotta
them.
have reasonable expectations, bro.
nah, Golden State was just
They,
playing with them. They didn't force no game 7. But the thing is
That
that
was a game seven.
yeah,
No,
it was, but
they
Golden State
really
was playing
bullied us.
around with them. That's why it went 7.
Not really. You know why? Bruh, Houston's double lineup. Okay, no, it wasn't just double bigs. They're playing like, okay, Jabari, Adams, and Sengun. They played their three big lineup, and you know what Kerr did? Like the last 2 games, he said, "I will start Buddy Hield. Oh, no, not start. I will put Buddy Hield, GP2, and Steph Curry. I would three small to their three bigs." And I'm like, "How you even gonna beat that?" I'm like, I knew we was gonna lose that game.
What game are you talking about?
Game 6,
Bro, like I said, Golden State was just playing around with them. But the
bruh,
thing
we
is,
weren't playing around. That's what
Nah,
Steve Kerr
nah, you
always
don't
nah,
play
they
does.
around.
DFJ, I've
bro, they
known
Nah,
were.
they,
Steve Kerr from watching it all. He always does this, man. Like it's like one night he can coach well, but most of the nights he'll be on that BS. I'm like, Steve, when you're playing against a bigger team, right? Why the F would you put three small-ass lineups, like small-ass players, against like a bigger team? Like, use some common sense.
that's how we play, bro.
No, I get it, but your three-guard lineups can't be 6'4" and below. If you want to
We
go
won the
small ball, right? You gotta do like what the 2015 the Warriors did. Like at least have some like freaking length, and like at least guys like okay 6'6", 6'7", like like you know what I'm talking about, right?
look, man. We won, man. Look, shout out to Buddy Hill. He did his thing. Curry showing y'all he's top 5 dead or alive. Y'all don't got to like it. And we going
LeBron
to
fans can go cry to their bed sheets since Wardell said, not tonight. I'm not blowing another three, only ever. Nah.
you know
So
what I'm saying?
so DFJ, man, like the Rockets, bro. I don't believe the Warriors just threw games, bro. Just playing with them, bro. I
They
think they.
straight up punked us.
Hold
KB,
on,
I got smoke
hey,
for
hold
you
on, hold
already,
on.
bro.
But hold on, you always got smoke for me.
Okay. Wait. I got something to say. If you want to say that we kind of threw a game, you can say game 5. But game 6, we
No, no,
straight got
no, no.
punked.
That's bullshit. Y'all weren't trying to lose, bro. They're just a good young team.
No, Steve Kerr just threw our guys out. Even though we was gonna lose, Steve Kerr just took our whole stars out. We was like, no, we're not winning. Like, they just like, we're not even trying because they just like,
Bro,
okay, Steph and Jimmy had like 2 fouls. So I'm like, okay, I knew where this is going.
bro, you don't try and go to a game 7, bro.
That
Ain't
game five
nobody
looked like it,
ain't
but
nobody trying to lose to go to a game 7,
game
bro.
6 we got straight up. No, game 6 we got straight up pumped. That's on us. Like we played it without. We should have gone there in game 5 like we did in game 7. Treat that game like a game 7 and play our ass off. But you know what?
Sometimes
We did?
What about
sometimes your teams come out flat. That's just what happens. Sometimes you come out flat. Don't have any energy.
No,
Happens.
that's
what about
true.
the
But it's
bench
like
though?
no. But what you know? What was my problem? Like we was on our bench. We was just laughing around like that, and I was. That's the only thing I was like pissed. I'm like, why y'all laughing? Y'all getting your ass kicked. You know, like if you just we just blew game 6.
Yeah.
You never know what happens in the game 7. Anybody can get hurt. Steph could go out with a thumb injury. Like I just want our guys to like make sure we don't take these games like grandly. Even though sometimes we won't have our way.
So what do you say, big dog?
Yeah, I remember when I had my live, the whole panel disrespected the Pacers, except me.
Yeah, I didn't believe in the Pacers. They playing good.
Well, I actually not surprised they beat the Cavs in game 1 because I've seen that in the regular season. Like there's something that they have somewhat of their number. Only thing that concerns me about the Pacers is their defense. Can they hold the Cavs down like while they're scoring? You know.
Okay. So let's clear it out, right? So DFJ, what beef do you have with me, sir? What is it this time?
Baby oil beef.
What's good, spoiler page? I see your comment. Any list without this 1967 Sixers is irrelevant. Let's not forget, Lest we forget the 1972 Lakers. That's a great team as well. Yep, 2025 spoiler pages.
That's a good one. The 67 Sixers. That's a good one.
Yeah. So what
We
you
should
what
not
you
forget
got?
that.
What you got, DFJ? I know you want to beef with me.
Nah, I just got a question. Where was the quote unquote great defense at? And where was the scoring
What you
from?
mean? They did play good. How? Okay. What's the end of the score? What's the team score?
Was it 103 to 87? 88?
They
89.
they held them. The Rockets defense held them in check pretty much the whole series.
Yeah, they actually
Now I'm talking
played
about
great
this
on
game
defense.
7.
We just struggle
I mean,
offensively against
of
them.
course, but you can't control every game. Of course
The
they lost.
offense, the problem with the
But hold on.
Rockets is
Hey,
their offense.
Cheyenne, you gotta let me finish, bro.
Okay, my bad. You just finish your
Yeah,
statement. My bad.
yeah. So what I'm saying is, bro, like they got their ass whooped. So of course it got out of hand. But I mean, like the Warriors, like especially Buddy Hield, who gets 33 points from Buddy Hield. Steph did not really kill him tonight. It was Buddy Hield, bro.
Exactly.
What you mean
No,
exactly?
Stephen,
What do you mean? Wait. So if Buddy Hield is going off on your quote unquote great defense, then it's not great defense.
Well, that's not good logic. So you have what
How's
they
that not
don't
good logic?
because look at what Buddy Hield. If you're a defensive coach, look what Buddy Hield has been doing the whole series. So you say it's game 7. We're gonna stack up on Steph and turn Steph into a playmaker and see if his teammates can beat us. I
And
thought
what
he
did Steph
played
do?
pretty.
Made good
Steph
reads.
really didn't do much till the end.
Oh wow.
Yeah, all Steph did was control in the second half.
Yeah,
That's
he
what I mean.
playmate. He was good at playmaking, but he wasn't really a terror like that.
Steph
So
did
He
not
you
do
came.
just
all. Steph
y'all
did
just
not do
looking at
all
the
this dump.
scoring. Y'all just looking at the scoring, and because he didn't score a ton of points in the first half, you're saying that he didn't do anything.
I didn't say he didn't do
No, he
anything.
didn't. No, I mean in terms of scoring, yeah, he didn't do anything. But
I'm
other than
not. I'm
that,
not saying.
he like controlled the pace. Like he did not turn the ball over like he did
Bro,
almost
this
the whole
nigga,
entire series.
this nigga had. Hold on. Steph had 7 assists, so he was pretty much playmaking for the most part. He wasn't really shooting a whole bunch of shots in the first and second. He was actually kind of off the first quarter. And then Buddy
And he was playing,
Hield won. Oh, go ahead, big dog.
I was saying, and he was playing defensive rebounding too.
Yeah, he was playing good defense, and that's another thing I told y'all about. I'm proud of Steph Curry because Steph Curry took it upon himself to say, in order for me to keep winning championships, I need to be a better defender. I respect that shit, bro. Because it's not easy to play on both sides of the ball. It ain't. It's hard as fuck. But go ahead, DFJ.
I mean, all I'm gonna say is I didn't believe in Houston. I thought it was a fluke. Yeah, they're a good young team. I like Amen Thompson. I think he has a ton of upside. But them as a team, I knew it was I knew it was fool's gold. I didn't believe in that shit.
But
I
why
mean,
are they fool's gold? Because of
bro,
Jalen
did you
Green.
not watch them in Game 7, bro? They put up
No,
87, 88
it's
points.
because of Jalen Green. You're getting 8 points from somebody who's supposed to be your star.
Is he a star? I don't think he's a star.
No, he's supposed to be the player. He's supposed to be one of the players you're building around.
The best, yeah, one of their best players. But I mean, you
He
just
gave you 8 points, bro. He did it for pretty much the whole series except for one game.
and
That's
that
not
was
Udoka's fault.
and that
His
was one
game
of
is
the reasons
limited,
why I
bro.
didn't trust him because he's inconsistent.
Yeah, but that's not coaching. That's him just not
I'm talking
having.
about the team in general. Now, Ime Udoka, that's one part. But the team in general, I didn't trust them because they didn't have a go-to guy who can get you buckets, who can get you timely buckets in the clutch. Because Jalen Green is inconsistent, and then they don't really have that much offense on that team. They was winning games with defense, and their defense in the regular season, okay, cool, no problem. But in the playoffs, you went up against Golden State, and Jimmy Butler destroys you. Buddy Hield destroys you.
Boss,
And
what's
Steph
your
Curry
beef
puts
with
you in
me?
the
Because I
casket.
agree, but I agree with you. I've been saying this. What's your beef,
We're not. We're not doing that. Before the series started, you
bro?
were
I
so
said
high
this.
on Houston. You had Houston in the conference finals. We're not doing that, bro.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
No, I didn't,
KB, don't lie. You had Houston
bro.
in the conference
No, I
finals.
did not. I
Come
did
on.
not. Hey, big dog. Who I picked to go to the conference finals?
I thought you said OKC
I
and
did. I did say OKC.
Golden State.
KB, we had a phone call and you said that Houston is going to the conference finals.
No, I didn't. I
Are
even
you
told Big
serious,
Dog.
bro?
Hold on.
Oh my.
I even told Big Dog because I talked to in the behind the bench group chat. I told Big Dog Houston fucked up. They going home. Didn't I, Big Dog?
yeah, you did.
I never said Houston was going to the conference finals. It never happened. I never said
Who
that.
do you have going to the conference finals other than OKC? Like
OKC. It
who
was
was
gonna
the
be.
second team?
I think it was OKC and who else did I say? Did I say a matchup?
Do
I
you see
gotta
the
go back to
Warriors?
the live stream.
You might have said Minnesota or Golden State.
I didn't say Minnesota. I know it wasn't
Yeah,
Minnesota. I
nobody
forgot.
picked Minnesota to get to the conference finals.
Yeah, I don't know who it was, but I said the NBA Finals because we did 2 live streams. We did one in the beginning of the year, and we just did one before the playoff. And in both of those live streams, I said I'm sticking to my predictions. It's gonna be Boston versus OKC in the final.
That's fair. That's the
Those are
best prediction. That's the best prediction actually.
OKC
those
and
are
Boston.
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
You going with the safe pick?
I like my Warriors, but we got
No,
way too
no, no,
good.
no, no, don't do that. Because I
You going
said
with
this.
the safe pick?
No, 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 sir. I said this in the beginning of the year. I didn't jump on the
That's
bandwagon.
a
I said
safe
this.
pick. You know why it was a safe pick? Because
Yeah, I heard
No,
those
KB said that. That's
those
a
no.
two
good
Before,
position.
teams.
hold
Boston,
on.
OKC.
Before they won as many games as they won, because first of all, Cleveland had the better record than OKC,
Oh yeah, they
and
did.
Chet Holmgren went down, and I still was saying I like Shea. Was I the big dog?
Hold on, KB.
You were saying that, KB. I heard
KB,
that.
OKC and Boston was the two best teams from last year. So heading into this season, it was a safe pick to go with those two teams because they was the best team from last season.
I don't go off last year. Well, I do. I did go off last year for Boston because Boston won the chip. But for OKC, I wasn't going off last year.
So what were you going off of?
I was going off Shea.
Off who?
Off Shea and the defense of the OKC Thunder. I
So
was looking
one
at their
man. So one man's gonna go to the finals. Is gonna lead a
no,
team to the finals.
no. Listen to what I'm saying. I looked at their defense and I say these guys play defense and I enjoy watching them. I said because they play defense and they have an elite score, they're going to the final. I said this on multiple streams, bro. Matter of fact, me and J. Cool were arguing over Luca versus SG
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
in a rematch. And he had Luca, he was capping for Luca.
Yeah, he's a crapper too.
That nigga don't like nobody.
He a crapper too.
J. Cool, I was like, who do you root for, yo? Like, you just hate on everybody, yo.
But Luca was on the Mavericks with all fairness, though. He was on the Mavericks when he said that.
Oh, so hold on. He like the Lakers now because Luka on the team now or what?
No, he been a Laker fan.
Nah, don't do that because we know
Wait, J. Cole,
both of
Laker
y'all hate
fan,
the
right?
Lakers.
No, he been a Laker fan. I'm not lying.
KB, not listen. Both of y'all hate the Lakers. Let's not do that. Bro.
I don't hate the Lakers. I hate LeBron. What? I don't hate the Lakers.
Yeah, joint the joint. He loved
I
him from
finally
Steph.
got you to admit it. That's all. That's all I want to hear. It's all good though.
I never denied it.
Now at first I'd be like, bro, just say you hate the man and just move on. Because I said I hate Chris Paul.
Yeah, but there's good reason though.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I mean I hate Chris Paul for good reasons too. It's all good.
But see, I could still admit LeBron's a great player though.
I can still admit that Chris Paul's a great point guard.
I don't like the stuff he does.
I don't like Chris Paul rip through and fouls and all that shit.
I got LeBron top 60. You know what I'm saying? He a great player.
You said top 60?
He ignorant top 60.
Yo, you know what the camera show?
Now keep in mind, DFJ, you brought up LeBron. I didn't. Remember that because people try to say, you bring up LeBron. Remember, you brought him up. I didn't bring him up this whole live stream.
Wait, hold on. We're not doing it, bro. I said you hate the Lakers. You said no, you just hate LeBron. We're not doing that, bro. I said you hate the Lakers, and you said no.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
Okay,
I'll leave
cool.
LeBron. I'll leave LeBron out of this though.
All right. Don't blame me for bringing him up.
No, that was me.
Big dog.
Yo,
you know what Draymond said in front of the camera when it took a 50 final? He said good night.
get the Rockets out of there, man.
Man,
Steph Curry.
Draymond wild, man. Draymond crazy, man.
Hey, that's vintage Draymond. I like that shit though. I like that shit.
Hey, yo, that tech was BS. Like, wait, what?
Bro,
Oh, hell no, that ain't no tech. Come on, man.
Bro, Draymond and them dudes been talking all series, bro. I like that shit. Hey, I get the last word there.
Hey, yo, wait. You know what pissed me off about this officiating? Sure, we won the game physical. But it's like, okay, Steph can get at least 5 free throws in this game.
How many free throws he had? I didn't even look at that.
Bro, I was watching that whole game, dog. They was letting him heckle him all night.
I never seen Steph at the line the whole game.
only 2 times he did, which I don't even know. Which I don't even know he did. I was like, how did he go in there like 2 times?
But to be fair, he wasn't really going to the basket.
Oh yeah, that's true. He didn't know. Yeah, that's true. But it was like, it's off these off ball screens. Like, man, that was like grabbing him all over the place.
Yeah, 90s
Oh,
basketball, man.
Because your man sent an illegal screen. So
No, yeah, that's part of it, but it's like,
Jordan, why you hating on Draymond, bro?
it's
look, man, I
it's
can't even hate on Draymond no more. We know what Draymond is. Just leave it. Like, if we're gonna blame someone, we can blame Steve Kerr for some of his bad coaching decision. Like, we can do that. Like, you're the head coach. You're supposed to have control of your players, but you let Draymond get away with this like every single time. I know this is Draymond, but sometimes you have to like, you don't want to put your
But you
players.
know, you know though, Draymond has a very important job on the Warriors though.
No, that's
He's
true.
the he's the
But
enforcer, so you got to let him enforce. And he's the energy. He's the guy who what they call the energy player. He's the energy guy basically. So they win based off his energy a lot of these games.
I feel like dog, without Draymond, we ain't winning a championship. This team, dog, this the only reason this team is top 10 in defense. Like, we're number 7 on defense. It's been there since like the beginning of the season. Dog. Without Draymond, this defense with this team is bottom 3.
Well, Jimmy too.
No, Jimmy too. But before Jimmy came, right, the Warriors was already like in the top 10 on defense.
Yeah. Oh,
So
oh, let me shout somebody out real quick. And nobody is talking about this dude, but I am. Shout out to Kevon Looney
oh
for
yeah,
moving
yeah,
for
man.
moving his
Kevon
feet out
Looney
there.
turned back, man. He turned back to
Ke-
2022. Kevon.
Kevon Looney did a good job on Sangoon, getting on, pretty much aggravate him, making the shots difficult. He went in there, he battled. Shout out to Kevon Looney for that. I love watching Kevon Looney.
I knew he was gonna show up sometime, but I just didn't know it was in Game 7. Because
But
I'm like
see,
in the regular season when he was struggling, I'm like,
but y'all,
I'm at the point where Draymond and Looney, they are like 16 game players.
but Cheyenne,
Yeah.
Looney is giving you championship effort. So
Yeah, that's
that's
all
the
we
reason
want.
why he is an important piece for y'all. Even though as small as his job may seem, that's the type of guy who's going to win you game.
Well, he gonna get another
That's
trophy
the
this year.
reason
Cause
why the Warriors kept him,
You
despite
said
his
what?
we're gonna
that's
win
the
another
reason.
championship. You know what I'm saying? You know, since Steph Curry top 5 dead or alive, y'all don't gotta like him. You know what I'm saying?
If he keep playing like this, he's on his way
And he already top 5. I'm tired of y'all,
because
bro.
he's what I like about Steph's game is he's not forcing anything. Like he realized, hey, the Rockets are loaded up on me. I'm gonna turn into a playmaker. I'm gonna get everybody else involved. I'm gonna trust my teammates. The key word is trust.
He didn't do that in the last game because I felt he rushed in the fourth quarter. Like we was down 2, right? After we made that error where we forced Van Vliet to a 4-point play, yeah, like Steph started like forcing. I'm like, I understood why he did that because none of our guys they were like scared to shoot or something. Like they just
But
didn't want to shoot.
but that's gonna happen because he has a like his job as a leader is hard because he's got to see that he got to read the situation.
No,
So
no, no.
he
I was
can't.
talking about the other players. That's why Steph kind of forced his way to see if they can like make a splash return, like splash run.
But that's what I'm talking about. He has to figure out like he can score whenever he wants, but he has to figure out when it's time for me to go and when it's time for me to stop.
Hey,
Not too.
sport pick, relax, bro.
He has the hardest run, like the
You said
hardest
what?
job to do in that. No, he has the hardest job to do, like as a superstar in the NBA, like because every single night, like he has to like worry whether his guy's gonna hit the shot or not.
But let me ask you this. Let me ask this based on what Big Dogs did. I think Steph Curry can be a top. I think he's a top 5 caliber player because when you think about the top 5, you think about Bird, you think about Magic. Like
The two-way players, like
Steph does it differently, but he's of that ilk. Like there's nobody who could tell me he's not of that ilk because I mean, look at his skill set. It's a different era, so like I understand it's a different era, but at some point you look at his skill set and his ability, and it's like, dude, this guy. When you look at Larry Bird, Larry Bird is a great shooter. Steph's a great shooter. Magic Johnson's a great passer. I think Steph shoots like Magic pass. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
I just look at it like that. Like if somebody has Steph in the top five, I ain't tripping.
Hey, if Steph wins this one, if the Warriors win this championship, I don't think they'll win this year. But if they do, with this team, where would you rank this championship among all time?
The championship run?
Yeah, just for this one this year. Just say if the Warriors
It
win that,
depend. It depends on who they beat.
because we had to factor in the seedings too. That's another thing. Like
Yeah,
this, like
I base everything on competition. So
because I
the
look I look at competition and seedings, and okay,
but look
like
but look, the more
mhm.
competition you beat, the higher I view you.
Like
That's
okay,
how I
let's say
am.
if Steph beat the 68 win team OKC, right, and then he go on to beat the 61 team Boston. Dog, that's like, and as a 48 win team. Oh, if you do that, oh,
That would mean something because that would be kind of historic.
dog, they'll be like, you can put that thing in part of the 95 Rockets. I'm not saying I'm not putting that on top of the 95. I'm just saying next, like just a tier below, like just slightly behind.
You'll have to look at it after it's all said
Like
and done.
you have to factor in, okay, who does he have guys on the team, the roster
But hold
construction,
on,
and
you got to look at the whole pie. First, how many Hall of Famers did he beat on his run? Then you got to
that's why
look at
that's why I'm not putting that over. That's why I'm not putting that over the
no.
95. Right, the 95 is top.
Let me lay it out. Let me lay it out. So you got to look at how many how good were the teams during this run that he beat. You got to look at the Hall of Famers that he beat on his run, the superstars or the high caliber players. You have to look at his performance,
Yeah,
right?
that's all true. Yeah.
You have to look at everything across the board because you're comparing him now against the other guys who did it.
That's why I say it's this more like, okay, just say we win this, right? We will probably have to wait like 10, 20 years later to like have this kind of discussion, because it's like, okay, there's still young players, right? Like Shea, Ant-Man, maybe Denver's they still got Joker, right? So it's like it's kind of a wait and see. Like it's more like a discussion that we can have like 10 years, 15 years later.
As far as Steph, like the player, the way I look at it is your skill set. Like, what's your
Mhm.
skill set look like? Like that's why I look at Steph and I'm like, well, if you look at the skill set, bro, his skill set is like top five skill set. Like if you look at his like what he's able to do on the floor, that's something you've never really seen. Like he's doing some stuff that nobody in the league has ever seen. You get what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
historic. His skill set is historic. Like, what do you think about that big dog? What I just said.
Look, man, I got Steph Curry top five. J. Cool, you go to Hill. I got Steph Curry top five. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of y'all hating on Steph
Yeah,
Curry.
but what do you think about what I just said? You ignore it. I think ignore it when I asked him.
You not got some shots at my boy J. Cool. You know shots at me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Steph Curry is top five, bro. Like all this, oh man, both sides of the ball, both sides of the ball. I think people starting to overanalyze and overrate that sometimes. Because like I don't think just because somebody can play both sides of the ball, it automatically make them better than the next player.
You
For
realize Luca
example,
went home. Luca just went home because of that. Because he don't play both sides.
right? As great as Scottie Pippen was, right? He can get you 19 points, one of the greatest defenders of all time. He ain't better than Dominique Wilkins. Like I don't give a damn what y'all think.
But
You know
but
what I'm
let me ask you this: if Scottie Pippen had that skill set on the offensive end and the
saying?
defensive end, you can't put
If,
nobody. You can't
we're
put
saying,
many people over him,
we're saying
huh?
if,
No, but
we're
what I'm
saying
saying is that's what I'm talking about. When I say I'm looking at the both sides of the ball, I'm looking at a player who's elite on both sides. I'm not looking at just oh he's great on defense, but he's not that great on offense. I'm looking at the Michael Jordans. If you're gonna compare somebody to Michael Jordan, they have to be elite on both sides of the ball. You get what I'm
yeah, but
saying? Like
I didn't mention Michael Jordan though.
no, but that's what I'm talking about when I say elite on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, but I think people use that both sides of the ball stuff Like they start saying like ridiculous things, bro, just because somebody can play defense, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, Curry is up there, bro. Curry does
Look,
so much with so much less than a lot of these great players. Like, I don't want to hear that both sides of the ball. They had 4 G leaguers on the 2022 team, bro.
but remember, I
I
said,
want to hear both sides of the ball. People
but
was
on my,
laughing at Andrew Wiggins. Remember people say Andrew Wiggins, he ain't nothing. Hey, he won with Andrew Wiggins. He never win without Kevin Durant again. He won with Andrew Wiggins. I want to hear about that both sides of the ball.
but see what I
Curry,
say.
Curry's impact, everybody's impact don't have to be the same. Curry's impact is not him being a lockdown defender. That's not his impact.
Okay, but
On
here's the problem. Here's what I say. Like, I have Magic Johnson as one of the exceptions. There are exceptions to the rule. Like, if your offense is so crazy that you're dominating with that offense being that crazy, and when I say dominate, I mean winning. Like,
right.
then you become the exception. Like, I'll let you through the door, but I'm not going to just put anybody over a Michael Jordan or a Kobe or
Of course not.
A Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That the gate is closed unless you know what I'm saying, unless you bringing something crazy to the table.
No, I agree with you on that. It's just like Bill Russell, right? He wasn't no
Well,
great offensive player, but he was so dominant defensively and was helping his team win so much. It's like, bro, you ain't trying to hit Nikola Jokic over Bill Russell right now. Hell no. Don't give that how many points in this since he got. You know
And
what I'm
but Bill Russell has all-time great intangible. So he's a lot of people don't believe in intangibles. They look at the stat sheet. Bill
No,
Russell
no.
knows how to pick you apart and like destroy you. He's a leader. You know what I'm saying?
Just like the intangibles. That's what I'm saying. The intangibles matter. Magic Johnson had the intangibles. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh well, David Robinson was a better offensive player than Bill Russell. I don't care. He ain't better than Bill. He ain't greater than Bill Russell. I don't care nothing about.
Nah, he ain't better than Bill Russell. It's about nuance, bro. It's about like you look at the
Yeah.
player and you look at his gifts and you say, does his gifts outweigh this? You know what I'm saying? And then if it does, then you would make that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
I
not
think
like
some.
definitive.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you got it. You got it.
I was just gonna say sometimes I think we overanalyze and over assess sometimes, bro. It's like, bro, you
I,
see what Curry's achieving? I'm not gonna put Gary Payton over Steph Curry because he can play defense better, bro. I'm not doing that, bro. Doing that.
what do you think about that, DMJ? DMJ hate Curry.
Nah. Yeah, I agree. I agree, but I mean, me personally, I think a player with two-way ability, especially at their peak, like if they're great offensively, great defensively, it's just going to be very, very difficult for me to pick somebody else over them. Like Kawhi Leonard at his peak in 2019, it's very, very difficult for me to put. I'll be honest with you, it's very, very difficult for me to put Steph Curry at his best over Kawhi Leonard that season. So
You don't. Oh, so you do it by year?
No, hold on. So 2016 Curry wasn't better than 2019 Kawhi.
the playoff run,
The
no,
whole season, the whole thing.
no, I'm talking about the playoffs.
Oh, you just talking about the playoffs? Okay, I was just
Playoffs,
about to
yeah.
think of the 2016 Curry
Oh,
was
that
one of the
regular
greatest.
season, yeah, that was super great. Probably top five. But in the
Yeah,
playoffs,
Yeah.
he
man.
got hurt, so
The
we
way
didn't get to see him.
I look at it, like there's top five caliber players because I think there's so many great players in the history of the league. Like you could mix and match the top five. Like you could, like there's so many great players. That's one thing people don't give basketball. Like they don't look at basketball like that. Like if you look at uh let's say Bill Russell, Wilt, like these are top five caliber players. The Kobe's, the Magics, the Jordans, the you know what I'm saying? Like the and so I look at it like that. Like it it depends on your list. How you view your criteria, how you view things is all personal, bro. There's no official list.
Right.
My list is I don't care what you're talking about.
Huh? Ignorant.
My list is the list.
Hey, it's legit, bro. It is legit. So
Like
wait,
some
wait.
people.
Oh,
Oh,
my
go
bad,
ahead.
baby.
I was gonna say some people might have LeBron at 1. Some people might have LeBron at 2. Some people might have LeBron at 5. But like, is he a top 5 caliber player? He's a top 5 caliber player. But if you talk about, I mean, we might disagree, but
I don't want to get started on that, but go ahead.
nah. That's just I look at skill set, bro. I look at skill set. I look at winning. I look at dominance. I look at competition. I look at who you beat and how you beat them. I look at your like the whole thing, the playoffs, the whole playoffs, the finals, all that, the whole pie.
Hmm.
Offense, defense, all of it combined.
Yeah.
So that's
Hey,
that's how I look.
we gotta talk about real quick.
What's up?
Chill from Players Choice get called out on the Kobe.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll
No,
follow
I don't
through.
know.
Go ahead.
I don't know if y'all saw that, but like Chill said he had like a criteria for like the greatest players of all time. And his criteria, right? I forgot what was it? Being transcended, impact on the world. What was all this criteria? I can't remember all the criteria, y'all. My fault.
There's
But
Impact,
anyway,
impact on winning.
impact on the world.
yeah.
Yeah.
What does that
He
have
was
to do with
saying
basketball?
he said your game translate if your game translate between eras,
Nah,
which we
Big Dog
don't.
said impact on the world. That's what.
Yeah,
That's what.
yeah, it's societal impact. That was one. I think that was one
Oh,
of his.
societal. Okay. Okay. All right.
But that's even like all that, bro. Like it's.
No.
I, I mean,
So
it's your
No.
criteria
So
gonna be all over the place.
yeah. So Chill said Kobe was number 11, right? So
right.
Mars called him. So Mars called him out, and he was like, "Dog, based off all, I can't remember like all the, I can't remember all the criteria, but by the criteria though, Kobe clears Olajuwon, right? But he still got Olajuwon over Kobe, and Mars was like, bro, you just biased against Kobe, and like he got called out on him being disingenuous about Kobe, because he always try to say Kobe's not top 10, which is his opinion, that's fine, but of your criteria, if Kobe is beating all the dudes in your criteria except Michael Jordan, how is he not top 10? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I
so
think
you just got an agenda, yo.
a lot of people sleep on Kobe's impact on the world. Like as far as his impact as a ball, like a basketball player on the entire world, he has a huge impact, like globally. A lot of people sleep on that. Like, bro, he's like the biggest star in China. You know how many people are in China? He's impacted the world. Murals, I think he got like 500 murals around the world, bro.
Probably more.
Probably more than that somewhere. But
But
like,
this is what I was saying though. Like we can all have a different opinion, like who's top five, whoever, right? If you feel LeBron's the GOAT, you feel Jordan's the GOAT, Kobe, you feel Russell. I'm cool with all that. Like we all got opinions. But I just don't like people be disingenuous and they say, okay, this is my criteria, right? This is my criteria. So then this other person criteria. So to your logic, to your criteria, this person is better than this person, but you still don't want to give them their props. It's like, come on, bro. It's like, come on, man. Why you gotta be disingenuous, bro?
yeah, I don't
That's
I
all.
don't know how you could tell how a player's game translates or not. Like
Yeah,
I
I was
like
about to
that's
say
that's,
that because it's
that's like fantasy. That's really like fantasy basketball, bro. Like we don't know what Kobe. Like I think Kobe's skills translate across all eras, but I mean the different rules. You can't use certain moves and shit, and we don't know. Nobody knows. Does Bill Russell translate across all eras? Probably not, right? But he still has him high on his list. That's the bullshit Big Dog is talking about.
Yeah, like DFJ, like I don't know who you got as the greatest of all time, right? Well, whoever that is, who's it going to be? Is it LeBron?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I got Wilt.
Well, okay. So you say Wilt's the greatest of all time, right? I disagree, but that's cool. But let's say like you say so let's say you say your criteria is like this person like he has to have 5 championships, he has to be able to score anywhere on the court and blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, Jordan got 5 championships, Kobe got 5 championships, Magic got 5 championships, but you still put Will over them when you said your criteria is that you got to have 5 championships. It's like, well, how's Will the GOAT? And your criteria is you got to have 5 championships. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so you just don't like these other dudes. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like I said, a lot of people make their lists to keep Kobe out, but they contradict themselves. Like their list is designed to keep him out. And so when you ask, well, what about this person? And like, what about Shaq? Shaq got one MVP. Oh no, man, Shaq did this and that. Yeah, but your criteria is it's stupid. Because you're not, it's inconsistent because you're not holding everybody to the same standard. Your list is
Exactly.
designed to keep him out.
It's just like Stephen A. Smith when he did his top 5. And so the fans, they were like, Kobe, Kobe. He said, well, you can't put Kobe up there because he played with Shaq. But yeah, he had Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the top 5. They played with each other. So why Kobe get penalized because he played with Shaq when Magic and Kareem played with each other? You see what I'm saying? Like that's being disingenuous. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now, if you don't got Kobe top 5, that's fine. You don't got to have him top 5. But if your criteria is this, but this person did, somebody else did the same thing, it's like, bro, so what's the problem?
Hey,
You know what I mean?
DFJ, who you
I think I might know why people do that is maybe because like when Magic played with Kareem, like both of them won Finals MVPs together, right? But Kobe never won Finals MVP when he played with Shaq and they won chips. So maybe that's why they do that.
hello? You there?
Nah, but
You
you know
got
what his answer? We know what his answer was, DFJ.
Wait, say it again. I didn't hear you.
You want to know what his answer was to that? Because Shannon
Nah,
Sharp,
Go ahead.
said, what would you tell the people for you to say that about Kobe Bryant, but you got Magic Johnson and Kareem up there? You know what his answer was to that?
What do you say?
We still waiting for it. He didn't give us no answer yet. We still waiting for that answer.
but my thing is these same people be like, man, well, why you go at the media? Because the media votes for these awards. And they'd be like, and you go off these awards. You go off these awards. So it shows you the impact of the media, but then you'll say, well, the media, they're dumb. Yeah, but if the media is so dumb, why do you go off their criteria? Why do you use their criteria to grade players?
Yeah.
If they don't know basketball. You know what I'm saying? You're claiming these people don't know basketball, but you're using their same criteria to judge basketball. To me,
Yeah,
basketball is basketball. You roll the fucking ball out, and you see who's the best.
yeah.
Simple.
He told you we're gonna have to. Well, we have to talk about that another discussion. And I'm still waiting for him to explain to me how Magic Johnson and Kareem don't get penalized for playing with each other, but Kobe gets penalized for playing with Shaq. I'm still waiting for that answer.
But really, if you look at it, right? Yeah, Magic and Kareem have the MVPs, but I would argue that Kobe beat way more competition.
He did.
So, if in my opinion, right, if Kobe beat way more competition throughout his career, then what are we talking about?
And you know what else? Greatest Bill Russell was, right? Bill Russell, all time great, no disrespect to Bill Russell. But you can argue he wasn't always the best player on those teams, the Celtics team.
Mm.
But
But nobody
I think 1963 he was.
but why do we do that though? Why do we say because you're on a team? Like why do you say you got to be the best player when your goal is to win championships? Like you're one of the stars. You may not be the star. You're one of the stars.
Yeah, but they talk like Kobe was averaging like 8 points a game. Like Kobe was the best two guard in the NBA when they was
Let
good.
let me tell you what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna say, well, Steph Curry ain't win the Finals MVP in 2015. To me, that's stupid because the team wouldn't run without Steph Curry. You wouldn't That's stupid. You would not be in that position if it wasn't for Steph Curry. So it's
Think
stupid
about
to
it.
say because Iguodala won the MVP, now we're gonna say Steph Curry wasn't shit because he didn't do what? Like, come on.
No, but think about it with the Celtics team, like John Havlicek. Nobody said, well, Bill Russell played with John Havlicek. No, we just acknowledge Bill Russell for being great.
But we talk about when you talk about the greatest player, that's an individual.
Right.
That's not like you don't bring in the team thing. That's these awards are based on the team's performance. So when we're talking about individual, we're talking about skills. We're talking about offense, defense, and the impact on winning.
Uh-huh.
Like we're not talking about, oh well, yeah, man, this dude had to be in this situation or that situation. Like, bro, basketball is situation. What
No,
did they
even
do?
Dr. Oh, my fault.
No, you good. You got it.
I was gonna say even Dr. J, right? Like the older people, like I say, our uncles, right? Our uncles appreciated the greatness of Dr. J. Nobody talks well, the only reason why he won the championship in the NBA is because he had Moses Malone. No, they said Dr. J was one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It-
You know what I'm saying, bro?
but when you look at a player, bro, you know what they can do. You know what they can do. You know what they can't do. Like how many players you seriously look at and be like, he got a better skill set than Kobe, or he's a better he's a better player on both sides of the ball than Kobe. I guarantee you, the list is very very short. The list is very very short. On
And these
top of
women,
that,
analytics, don't care about that stuff, bro.
I mean, analytics matter. Like I count stats. Like stats to me matter, but I want to like stats in context. Let's put some context to these numbers. Let's not just throw numbers out there. Let's break it all down.
Right.
Let's break it all down. We say, okay, well, if you're shooting, where are you shooting from? Because Ray Allen wasn't shooting 50% from the field. But we all know what Ray. You're not gonna leave Ray Allen open. We all know the shit.
Just something else I told people like, man, Prime Kobe Bryant was inefficient. I'm like, bro, you know he shot like 45% from the field, right? Or something like that. I said there was a season where Dirk Nowitzki and LeBron James both shot 47%. Do we ever say they was inefficient? I said no. You know why? Because they wasn't. They just
But
played defense in the 2000s. It's just
but
how it was.
okay, so for the 2000s, for the whole decade, Kobe was 46%. LeBron was at 47%.
Exactly. And he's a
Like,
big man in the paint.
was
Most
LeBron
of
in the because he was one percentage of like it doesn't make any sense. Like
exactly.
everything got to be taken with a whole like as a whole. You can't see what fans do is they take things partially and they break it all up. Like no, you take everything as a whole, put everything as a whole. We're talking about scoring, mid range, 3 pointer, post. Talking about levels to scoring. That's why we call them a 3 level, 4 level scorer. Where can they score at? Where does this player get the majority of their points? You talking about field goal percentage? Okay, this player is scoring at the basket. This player is Shaquille O'Neal. Let's use Shaq for example. Shaq is scoring at the basket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Kobe is scoring all over the court. So the further you are, this is not rocket science. The further you are away from the basket, the less your field goal percentage is going to drop. I mean, the more your field goal percentage is going to drop. That's math. That's science. That's how shit works. Shoot a ball into a trash can and then back up and see. You're going to see your percentage drop. That's how the shit works.
You know what I'm saying, man? Like analytics is cool, but they let the nerves take over with that. So that's why they shoot so many knock on threes and don't hardly shoot mid range and all that no more, bro.
Michael Jordan doesn't have the highest field goal percentage in NBA history. but a lot of people will take him.
Larry Bird will have one of the highest 3-point percentage in history, but people knew what time it was with Larry Bird.
They know exactly what time it is. Larry Bird is probably arguably the clutchest player in NBA history. You'd be a damn fool. Be like, whoa, whoa, look at this percentage from three Larry shoots. And he'll hit that shit right in your face and turn around before the shit go in the basket.
Watch that, man. And people talking about this field goal percentage, and I made a couple videos. Like I was like, bro, we to the point now, especially a lot of LeBron fans, but it's not just them, it's a lot of other people too. Where they rather their favorite player have 55% field goal percentage and lose than have a 40% field goal percentage and win. I'm like, bro, the object is to win. like, like people look at Kobe Bryant from like 2010 finals, oh, he shot 41%. Bro, he locked down Ray Allen and they won a 7-game series against a great Celtics team. One of the greatest offensive teams of all time, bro.
Yeah,
Kobe
but
didn't care about that. He was trying to win.
but what is my coach asking me to do? What is my everybody has a different assignment on the team, a different role. What is my coach asking me to do? Right? So my coach is asking me to play defense, pick up my man full court. Right? That's what I'm asked to do to impact winning. Go hit the boards. That's what I'm asked to do. You might not be asked to do that. You might not be asked to pick up a player full court. You see what I'm saying? Steph Curry ain't asked to do that. But guess what? Steph Curry's role, you know what I'm saying, is helping him win for his team. So you got to look at everything in context, and basketball isn't just black and white like that.
I know, man. People just look at
Basketball
the
is about,
numbers. I'm like, bro.
it's about impact, bro. It's about impact on winning and your skill set, what you can and can't do. So if Kobe was so inefficient, just like I said, me and DFJ were talking behind the scenes, Iverson was inefficient, but motherfuckers were scared of him. You can't tell me shit about efficiency if niggas is scared of this man. You can throw all that shit in the trash. Derrick Rose was not giving you 30 points per game. It sure felt like it though. Right, DFJ?
Right.
It sure as hell felt like it when the motherfucker was on court. People caught the flu. They didn't show up for those games.
And that's why people that know basketball, they don't care. They don't just look just at numbers. And bro, we don't care nothing about that, bro. Like Kobe Bryant, okay, he shot 41%, but guess what? He's locking down Ray Allen. He's hitting the board. He's playing defense. Like, bro,
Locking up Jason Kidd in the finals.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shaq got
What's
the dog. Kobe don't care.
so what's more impactful? So you gotta ask. You got your numbers and you dominated. What Shaq did, right? He dominated. It was 2 or 3 people in that finals on him, and he was destroying them niggas, right? Shaq deserved the finals MVP. But who is the best player on the net? Jason Kidd, who neutralized Kobe, and he's giving you 26. So they both were insanely impactful. Go look at Kidd's percentages. Go look at it.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, dog, as great as Michael Jordan was, if he had a Shaq probably would have Finals MVP too.
Fact.
But guess what?
Yep.
What great players like Michael Jordan, and Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson, what makes them great is not only their skill, is that they smart. It's like, bro, if I got somebody like Shaquille O'Neal on my team, and I can feed him the ball, and instead of me shooting 50% from taking jump shots and all that, I got somebody that might shoot 60% dunking on people all night. I'm feeding them the ball. Like, it's not rocket science.
And
But
if you a head coach and you got Michael Jordan and Shaq on your team, and you don't want nobody taking the shot other than, I mean, you want Michael Jordan taking more shots than Shaq, then you probably get fired, because that version of Shaq was so dominant. Like it's just a better option to go to, because it even opens up space for Michael Jordan, because Shaq is going to get double or triple team and he's going to get wide open shots.
But on the flip side of that, Kobe just blew up your whole offense. because he's locking down Jason Kidd, who's the center of your offense. He just blew up your whole fucking offense.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like you can't run the shit you were trying to run.
No, can you imagine if Michael Jordan had Shaq on his team and they played against the Supersonics? Hey, he see Mike. Hey, he said, "Oh, he got Michael Cage." And here you go, Shaq. Get 40. Like Michael
Yeah,
Jordan ain't got, don't go
I
Sam
tell
Perkins.
I tell you what, doing a little experiment. Go look at the 1998 finals, for example. Look at what Karl Malone averaged during the regular season, and look at how his points dropped when Rodman guarded. So Rodman's effectiveness brought, even though he didn't put up big scoring numbers or whatever, he brought Karl Malone's points per game down significantly. I think he dropped like 4 points. That's winning basketball. That's what he's out there to do. So the role, it depends on your role. Like, what's your role on the team? You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you 26 and I'm locking niggas down.
And Michael Jordan had Shaq on his team playing against Utah, and he see Greg Olsen guarding him. You think Jordan not get Shaq the ball?
He would get them
Like,
niggas would get destroyed, bro.
and you know what's funny? People want to criticize Kobe for not winning the finals MVP with Shaq. But if Kobe was selfish and not paying Shaq the ball, they still criticize Kobe. It's like
I
they
mean,
just
But
don't
it,
like him.
I don't even know how you can criticize Kobe because like that version of Shaq, like nobody was going to win Finals MVP over him because he was just too dominant going up
but it
against.
depends. It depends on this the thing, right? When people talk about Shaq, they just go straight to the finals. They don't talk about
Yeah,
they don't talk about what Kobe was doing the whole playoff. What Kobe
but the
was doing the
Finals
whole
MVP, they give the Finals MVP for the finals. If it was
no
the entire playoffs, and yeah, Kobe
no
would definitely have an
no
argument for
I, I
2005.
understand no I'm not saying Shaq ain't deserve it. Shaq deserved every finals MVP he got. What I'm saying
Right,
is that we went to Kobe when he had the advantage, and we went to Shaq when he had the advantage, like against the Spurs, right?
right.
Kobe had the advantage. We went to Kobe against the smaller teams. Like if they had a weakness down low, we ran the offense through Shaq like we were supposed to. That's called basketball.
Hey, how many points
You're
per game Kobe was averaging against the Spurs? And what year was that? 2002, 2003,
2001.
2001.
2001?
I mean, it was God numbers, bro.
It was like 37 a game.
Like no, 30. It was 37 in the regular season. I just found this out because I never looked at the regular season numbers. 37 in the regular season. It was 33 in the playoffs
Uh-huh.
on 50% because people like 50% on 51% field goal. But yeah, like it called for him to do that though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The other series ain't called for him to do all that shit. Pass the ball to Shaq. Fuck.
He got Todd McCullough. He got Todd McCullough on him.
Yeah, you got
Exactly.
you got fucking Kenyon Martin on you, bro. Yeah, he got like Kevin Martin was a great defender though, but Shaq has such a size advantage. You know what I'm saying on Kenyon. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta
Yeah.
go to that.
Hey, you like, who that, Matt Geiger? Man, here you go, Shaq. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, bro. This is Dale
Shit,
Davis.
even Matumbo. Shit.
Yeah, this is Dale
Who's
Davis. This Dale Davis
DPOY?
on Shaq, bro.
My bad, KB.
No. Go ahead. My fault.
No, I say even Matumbo, Shaq still had an advantage because Matumbo was talking. He was running his mouth, saying, "I don't need no double teams. I'm a covering 1-on-1." And Shaq said, "All right." Got the ball, dominated his ass.
They were
Matumbo
fucked,
lost
bro.
his mind. Matumbo held Shaq to 9 points one time and lost his mind. Shaq destroyed him. Doggone fine.
Yeah, Shaq did him dirty, bro. He didn't have to do that, man, like that. That was fucked up.
So I don't care if I average 30.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Mutombo.
I don't care if
Yeah.
I average 35, bro. Shaq getting the ball, yo. I don't care.
But
You got
but
no problem
people
with me. I don't care, bro. Shaq getting the ball.
But bro, people act like Kobe wasn't capable of dropping 35. It's like nigga, this is the most skilled player in the game. He was capable of doing this shit. He didn't have to.
But he did it against Sacramento.
Yeah, but he had to.
Yeah, he had to. Yeah,
Cause
not. Yeah,
Sacramento was
right.
fucking balling, nigga. It took Kobe and Shaq to beat Sacramento, and we barely beat them.
Nah, y'all swept
Sacramento
them
was like that.
in 01. Y'all swept them.
No, I was talking about 02.
02. Okay.
But yeah, Sacramento, Kobe destroyed. Bro, 01 Kobe was ignorant, dog. 01 Kobe was ignorant. But yeah, if it calls for it, he'll do it. But Phil Jackson, a lot of times, you heard the stories. Phil Jackson will tell Kobe, no, not right now. Get your teammates involved. Kobe, get off the ball. Kobe, make sure you keep your teammates involved because it's important. It's important to keep your teammates involved because there's a rhythm to the game. And so what Phil was trying to teach Kobe is the rhythm, right? You don't want. We know what you can do, but we don't want these other guys to go cold. We understand if Shaq doesn't keep getting the ball, he's gonna be upset. And if Shaq's upset, he's not gonna run back and put the effort in. You know what I'm saying? So big men don't like running up and down the court and not getting the ball. So Kobe feed Shaq. So a lot of times, like Kobe in 2000, a lot of people don't understand this. He played the role more of like a point in the 2000s. So when people look at the numbers, they're like, oh, 21 points. That's all he put up. Yeah, but he was playing like a point. He was getting the team involved. That was his role.
And just like the Warriors, right? Like, oh, Steph Curry get the Finals MVP, Kevin Durant. No, Kevin Durant was balling. Was you gonna take the ball out of his hand because you want Finals MVP? No, he was cooking LeBron and whoever else was guarding him. Give Kevin Durant the ball. He's 7 feet, can shoot from anywhere.
Why would you get in the way? You're gonna lose.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like I know I talk trash about LeBron a lot, but I wish LeBron would understand he's 40, and next year he let Luka take the reins, bro. But I think like LeBron and his fans, a lot of his fans, they're not happy if he's not the man. Like
Right.
he's the man, or they rather him lose. I think LeBron should be like, look, man, Luka, here's the key. I'm 40. I'm about to be 41 years old, but I can still get you 28-8, like it's nothing. But I don't have to be the man. Like I think if LeBron do that, and get another coach, that JJ Redick can step as a coach. But if LeBron take a step back and not have to be the man, he could probably win another championship.
But I
But
thought
But
he took I thought he took a step back because Luka was running shit.
he didn't take enough of a step back.
Enough.
He got to take more of a step back. He's 40, bro. He gonna be 41. He
Yeah,
has to
yeah, like
be. He has to be the third guy.
on this Laker team. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't think
he has to
Austin
be a
Reeves.
third.
I don't think Austin Reeves is good enough to be 2.
But he might not be. But he has to be a third guy on the team because the thing about LeBron is, and this is why I say about all the great scorers, they could score if they're healthy and they keep playing. They can keep putting up points forever. But the problem is, if you want to win, you have to change your role. That's why remember when AI was getting older and they
Right.
wanted to change his role, but he didn't want to come off the bench. Why? Because he's looking at, my numbers to go down. You asking me to sacrifice, like, same thing with Carmelo. Like, bro, you asking me to sacrifice my numbers, right? It's hard for a great player to say, you know what, I'm not I'm not what I was. It's hard, bro. And so when you tell LeBron, hey, you got to be this, bro, you might get fired because the way he views everything, he's looking at his numbers. He's like, bro, I'm not gonna be no damn 15 to 20 point per game scorer and ruin my career numbers.
Yeah, KB, I get that, but I'm just saying because this Lakers team, I don't trust Austin Reeves. And let's be real, Austin Reeves is a bench player. He's not supposed to be a starter.
hold on, I was told he was the best third option in the league. That's what I was told.
Wait, what'd you say?
I was told
No,
he was the best third option in the league.
Come on, man, let's stop trolling.
but
Austin
but
Reeves
the,
is
No,
as good as a bench player.
But DFJ,
No,
you know what the problem is? How are you gonna look Luca straight in the face and tell him it's his team while LeBron's on the court?
I mean, I feel like it's Luka's team. I mean, he's
No,
taking the
but
majority of the shots. The ball is in his hands the
no,
majority
no.
of the
Listen,
time.
listen, listen to what I'm saying, bro.
Hmm.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm telling you. You're telling Luca, hey, we're handing this over to you, but LeBron's right there. How are you gonna tell him that? It's never gonna be truly his team until LeBron takes a lesser role, because of LeBron's stature in the game. LeBron's gonna want things built around him. If he's still putting up, like if LeBron's still putting up around 25, he's still gonna want a team around him, bro. Now you're in a fight for, okay, who takes this shot? Who does this? Who does? You need somebody who complements Luca. Everybody on the court should complement Luca. You get what I'm saying?
That's what I respect about David Robinson, because like when Tim Duncan came, like the first year David Robinson was still the number one guy, but after that, he said, "Look, Tim Duncan is your team. I'm taking a step back. Lead us to the championship." Because he
Yep.
recognized Tim Duncan.
And guess what? Guess what fans do? They look at David Robinson's numbers and say, well, David Robinson wasn't the same. You see what I'm saying? They look at his numbers, but he sacrificed. He sacrificed. That's
Tim
what
Duncan
that
did the same. Tim Duncan did the same thing.
yeah.
Like I said, around 2008, 2009, you could say Tony Parker was the best player on the team.
Yep. And when Kawhi came, Tim Duncan took a more of a backseat.
Yep.
But the problem is if this dude's still putting up 24, 25, bro, like it's not a duo. If it's Luca's team, it's gotta be Luca's team. That's the problem with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is like, even though I'm like some days I'm not getting the ball as much as I should.
But I
Right?
think
Just
what LeBron did, on my fault.
no, you got it. You got it.
I was gonna say when LeBron being so hell bent about being the greatest of all time and the pass to Michael Jordan, he's not going to allow himself to not be the man on the team. I feel like for the championship, like he's got to win the Finals MVP. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like I'll give you an example. Do you know that Michael Jordan could have played for the Lakers when he came back?
Never heard that.
Michael Jordan had the option to go play with the Lakers when he came back. Michael Jordan said no, right? But if Michael Jordan would have played on the Lakers with Kobe, right?
Kobe and
He would
Shaq.
he would be in Kobe's way unless he took a step all the way back. You get what I'm saying? You would be in,
He would have had to come off the bench.
yeah, but see that's the same thing that Kwame Brown was talking about. Kwame Brown complained like when he got to the Wizards, the team wasn't for him. Even though he was the number one pick, it was the whole everything was geared towards Mike. And rightfully so, right? Because it's Michael Jordan, they're on the losing team, whatever. And Kwame's trying to prove himself. But you have to have a team built around you to maximize your success.
And Kwame was put in the bad spot because Jordan didn't really want Kwame Brown. He was supposed to not trade it, but the trade fell through. So he just had to deal with him.
Right, for Allen Brand.
Yep. And guess what's happening? You're a big man. You're not getting that many touches down low. So guess what that does? People looking at you. You don't have that many touches. You're not getting your numbers.
Right.
I didn't block you. I put you in timeout, Jay Will, because you spamming the chat.
Hey, bro, let him be in the chat, bro. That's where he's safe at. Let him be in
Yeah,
there.
but I don't want spam though. Like I want people engaging in the conversation.
Was he saying the
But
same thing over and over again?
yeah, it was basically like
Oh,
the same.
okay. Cause I saw him trolling, and I was looking at the
Yeah.
I
I don't want.
I was just laughing.
Yeah, I don't want spam. Like he can have his opinion, but I don't want spam. But that's what I mean. It's just like, yeah, he's like for the average fan, the average fan's gonna look at his numbers and say he's doing great. But then what they're gonna do is they're gonna say, well, why are we losing? It must be Luka. He's not good enough. But the team's not built around Luka. So you have to get. So guess what? Next year the Lakers have to say, you know what? We got to get a Gafford. We got to get a Daniel Gafford type player. Why? Because Luka needs that roll man when he runs pick and roll. He needs that roll man to throw him the lobs. We got to put better defenders around Luka, right?
But
Just like
you had the roll man, and he got benched.
yeah, but Jackson Hayes ain't gonna cut it as a roll man, even though he could have did not
Yeah, he's
the
a backup center. I mean, in reality, he's a
yeah
backup. Yeah.
yeah like a Gobert. You don't need David Robinson to stop Rudy Gobert, so they could have played Jackson Hayes, but
But JJ is
but
playing right.
yeah, exactly. So the thing is that Luca needs that role guy like a Derek Lively or somebody like that in order for him to maximize what he does best and put some defenders. Remember, the Mavericks went and got a PJ Brown, not PJ
Washington.
Washington.
Washington. Yeah.
They
Yeah,
got people.
yeah, yeah.
PJ Brown.
But they went and got wing defenders, right? They got rid of Brunson because Brunson, even though Brunson could score, the defensive end is what they looking at. They like shit. How we gonna get stopped? We need some defenders around Luca to maximize his gifts.
But y'all about to go to bed, y'all. This is good talking with y'all, man. I'm about to go lay my black ass down. Man, Kirk, I'm dead or alive, baby. I'm out.
All right, bro.
Oh man.
But that's all. That's all I was saying. It's just like you got to maximize the player that you're putting everything into on your franchise. Got to maximize their gifts, and that's one of the reasons why the Lakers moved on from Shaq is because they realized he was getting older. He was getting more injuries and,
Injuries, right?
and things like that. So in order to maximize what they had, they wanted to get younger. Now, do I think they should have moved Shaq like that? I think they should have waited and still still ran its course, keep things. But there was a lot that went into that, like the argument, between him and Kobe and team chemistry and all that shit.
Right, because that year that the Lakers were old. I mean, Karl Malone was 41. Gary Payton was up there in age, and y'all
Hmm.
had some other veteran players too, along with Shaq. So
Yes, sir. And then so Jerry Buss, rest in peace. He
Doctor,
wanted, yeah, Dr. Buss. He wanted to play Showtime style basketball. He wanted to run. He wanted to get younger and he wanted to run. That's why they kept harping on Shaq getting in shape so they could run more up the court. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If you ain't in shape, we can't run. Just like Luca. If Luca ain't in shape, there ain't no running. He's gonna be tired. You know what I'm saying? Running up and down the court, playing defense, guarding different positions and things like that. He's gonna be tired.
Yeah. I mean, that's not his game anyway. He likes to slow things down, work in the half court, break down his defender, get in the paint, finish, kick out to open
But
shooters.
but if you're gonna play defense, that's gonna take energy.
I mean, he don't play defense anyway.
But he has to. He has to start. So so look at it like this, right? And I think I told you about this, but I didn't tell these guys listen to this. It's like going to Golden Corral or Ryan's, right? You at a buffet, you going up there, you get everything, you see the crabs, you got steak, you got cheeseburgers, you trying to put everything on your plate, right? You got fucking gummy bears with the crabs with the ice cream on your plates. That's how it is when Luca's on defense. They just eating however they're just eating him alive, bro. They're having a buffet on his ass. You got three people trying to ISO Luca, bro.
Right.
So he's scoring 30, but giving up fucking 50. He has to
Man.
get better basketball shape.
Right.
He has to because they're gonna require him no matter what organization he goes to. And if he wants to win a championship like Steph Curry, They're going to require him to play better defense, and that's why Steph knew how important it was. I got to get stronger. I got to have more endurance. I got to run, and I got to be able to run for 40 something minutes. That's how Steph looked at it. That's why Steph is so great. He's fighting on the, like tonight. He was fighting on the defensive end. There was a switch with who switched out on Curry? It was a big. What was that big? I think it was
Is it Shangun or Stevens?
no, the dude. Oh, it was somebody way bigger than him.
Tari Eason?
I forgot who it was, but he was fighting. Y'all, do you remember that play?
Nah.
He was fighting on defense, bro. He would not let him get to his spot, and that's what if Luka wants to win, that's what he's gonna have to play defense like that. Remember, there was one play where it was a fast break for the Rockets. Curry blew up the fast break. You remember that play? Curry literally blew up the fast break with his aggressive defense. And he allowed his teammates to get back to defend. Your mic is low.
Oh, my bad. I mean, the defensive side of the floor, yeah, I agree that he's going to have to show some level of commitment on that side of the floor if he really wants to win. And we're not asking him to be a lockdown defender, but you got to be able to show some kind of resistance. You cannot be, just like you said, you cannot be just a liability where you can score 30, but people are scoring like 50 because you're on the floor and because people are going at you. So
Luka led the league.
Has to get in much better shape. And I mean, KB, there are certain players that they will never be good defensively. Like I've seen that before, and I think Luka's just one of them.
He led the league in blow-bys, right? you don't think that the other players know he led the league in blow-bys?
They probably do.
So what are they gonna do?
Try to blow past them every chance they get.
So what he needs to do is be a better team defender and use his teammates to help him play D.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a great one-on. You don't have. Nobody's asking him to be Kawhi Leonard,
right?
But you could be an average defender. He could get to the point where if he was in shape, he's not in shape enough.
Wait, you think so? Is that true?
He's definitely not in shape enough. Luka gets winded quick. You could tell. Like, look at his body, bro. He's not in shape. He's not. Now, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's fat. He's not fat, but he's not in basketball shape. This is professional basketball. He's not in professional.
He's looked like this for about 4 years now, in my opinion.
Exactly. Look at the results. A whole bunch of scoring and a whole bunch of blow-bys.
Yeah.
So you want different results, right?
Right.
You gotta go in the lab, man.
Maybe him being with LeBron. I mean, LeBron takes his conditioning very, very seriously. So maybe that could probably help him this off season. I mean, I would hope.
Man, maybe it's your diet. Maybe it's your regimen, right? What are you doing on the daily? Like, what type of workouts are you doing? What are you working on? So it's with Luka is just maybe are you drinking a lot? You might want to hold back on that. You know what I'm saying?
Does he drink?
Yeah, drinking makes you tired, bro. Like, so he drinks, right? There's a story where Michael Finley took the beer out of his hand or whatever. I mean, players drink, but it might not be good for him. Some players can drink and still have energy, like Michael Jordan. So some people gonna say, well, drinking is bad for the NBA player. Not for everybody. Some people can play through that. Some people can't. It's just like when I drink, I don't get angry. but there's some people who drink and get angry. So it's not for everybody, right?
Right.
So Luka's got to be like, do I want to win championships or do I want to enjoy this beer? Just like Harden, you know, what are you doing? You might want to go to the strip club less. You might want to stay. Maybe you're out all night partying. That's taking your energy from going out and performing on the court.
That's the James
Mike,
Harden shit.
but Michael Jordan could do that. Michael Jordan could stay up, play card, you know, drink, and then still bust your ass.
Right.
Allen Iverson, stay up all night, go to the club, come in there and drop 50. Some people can't do that though. Some people ain't gifted. Like, what's up, Bookie? So somebody will say, so a fan will be like, well, this person drinks. Yeah, and they getting it done. When you lose, guess what? You got the same person. Magic Johnson, right? He smiled. He smiles, right? You know why people like watching Magic smile?
Why?
Because he was fucking winning. If he was losing, people would be like, get that fucking smile off your face. Dwight Howard smiles. People pissed off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't take him serious.
No, but I mean, seriously, like he cares, like he wants to win, but some people can still perform at that level and still win. And the smiling don't bother people. It don't bother people till you start losing.
Hey, Dennis Rodman could party all night.
Yep.
And come in the game, get you 15, 16 rebounds.
And outrun the people who stayed at home.
Right.
Some people special, bro. Some people are special. Wilt Chamberlain can play all 48 minutes. Niggas ain't doing that shit for the season.
Not sleep the night before and play 48 minutes the next day.
Big Dog says Dennis Rodman could fly to Vegas, smoke cigars, drink all night, gamble for 5 hours, screw 2 white women, go to wrestle with Hulk Hogan and the NWO, fly back to Chicago and get you 17 rebounds. Exactly. But you know he's gonna be ready. That's why Jordan wasn't tripping on Rodman doing his stuff. You know?
Yeah.
So for the Lakers to be successful, bro, that's one thing the analysts, they are right on. They're being assholes, but they are right. He got to get in shape.
Right. But I mean, I think they do need a second option because Austin Reeves ain't gonna cut it. Rui ain't gonna cut it.
I thought Rui performed well.
But can you trust him as a second option?
No, not a second option. Nah. But he'll be one of the pieces that you can use moving forward. I honestly think Austin Reeves will probably get moved. I think they'll probably move on from him. Not because he's not good, but because they need defenders. You can't, like, it's about who you got on the court with him. Like, bro, he's not a good defender. You got him playing a lot of minutes with Luka, unless he's gonna, and he's gonna be looking for a payday.
Who, Reeves?
Yeah, his numbers went way up.
I thought he signed a 4-year deal.
He did.
Like
I thought he was
2 seasons ago.
I thought he was due for another contract or extension or something like that. I could be wrong. I ain't really looked at it like that.
Yeah. I mean, it'll piss off them Laker fans, man, because you're a fan favorite.
The Laker fans will get over him real quick. Depending on who they get back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll think about it when they losing. When they losing, they'll be like, man, we should have kept Austin Reeves. But when they winning, they'll be like, yeah, remember D-Lo? Man, motherfuckers got rid of D-Lo so damn fast. And D-Lo was a good scorer. It's just that they didn't need that. They need defense.
They need defense, yeah.
They got too many of the same. They had too many guys doing the same shit.
Right.
So I think they need to get big, get a couple of athletic big on that floor. Maybe get a stretch big and get maybe another scorer off the bench.
Right. Hey, read the
And
comment on the screen.
which one? Oh, he said James Harden could go trick off. What's that say? 50K
Uh
at the strip club at eat coochie and then choke it. Hey, he got a statue of the strip club though. Whatever.
Man,
He got his jersey retired at the strip club.
I'm telling you. Man. Wait, what you think of his performance last night?
Uh, doo doo. James Harden is weird because it's like during the regular season, I don't think they got, and this is what the Clippers probably got to do. They probably got to try and build their team around more around Zubac.
Mm-hmm.
Zubac was eating. He needs more touches, bro. For him to be what he needs to be, he needs more touches. Because for him to be
What does he need to be?
he's the third option, bro. Like you got James Harden, you got Kawhi, you got Zubac. Maybe you get rid of James Harden and make Zubac the second option.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
needs more post touches, bro. Because imagine what he'll do with more touches.
His numbers will go up.
Yeah. So they gonna have to look because James Harden is really an ISO player. He can pass, but he's not looking to make. He's not. He's not gonna allow Luca. Not Luca. Zubac to just post up as many times as they probably would like. He's not a
Yeah,
pure point. He could pass his ass off, but he's not a pure point.
that's true.
You need a pure point to get that boy the ball, bro. That boy was eating, bro. He was eating. Like
I mean,
Sangoon,
it
you
was
get rid
it's the choker, so of course he's gonna eat.
hey, get rid of Jalen Green. You could probably keep Van Fleet, but get rid of Jalen Green. Bring in, build around Thompson and build around Sangoon.
Mhm.
Sangoon be snapping out there, bro.
But I don't like he'll post you up and he'll flop and try to like sell
Mm.
calls and shit. I don't like that part of this game. But other than that, I think I think he'll be a star player if
Very
he's not
skilled,
already.
very skilled big, bro.
Very
Very,
skilled. Yeah.
very skilled. But Jalen Green, you can't have a guy on the court and he's not giving you nothing. He's not impacting the game.
Right.
So in order for them to take the next step, this playoff series proved they don't need him. So if I'm the Rockets, I'm looking at this playoff series and I'm like, well, we performed this good, and this guy's was giving us 8 points. What we need him for? Let's get rid of him and add to the team.
Right.
You see
Addition
what
by
I'm saying?
subtraction.
Exactly. Let's get another score, right? Maybe we could get maybe a KD. Trade Jalen Green.
Mm.
I mean, maybe not, right? Or maybe get I don't know who else you could get who's out there who's a scorer, but they need some scoring.
Right. What you think of Cam Thomas off the bench for
Ooh,
Houston?
I like Cam Thomas.
Uh,
I really do. I like Claxton too.
yeah, I like Clax.
Claxton's tough, bro. Claxton's tough.
I heard that's a Laker target this offseason.
Ooh, that'd be good for them. That's a winning play right there. If they get Claxton, that's better than that Williams dude. What's his name? Mark Williams.
Mark Williams.
Mark. See, the problem with Mark Williams is that he's always hurt. So you got a lot of Laker fans talking about let's get Mark. We should have got Mark Williams. Blah blah blah. Bro, there's a reason why they're off Mark Williams. He's always hurt. He could play. When he plays, he's a beast. But he's not, he's never healthy. So if he gets to the Lakers and get hurt, guess what people gonna say? Oh man, we wasted this on Mark Williams and all that.
Right.
Like he has an injury history.
Yeah, he missed like a year before he returned, like back in December 2024.
Exactly. Clax
Yeah,
played. Clax played.
Clax does play. Mhm.
He's available. So that'd be a that'd
And
be a
to
good.
be honest, when Clax, people first got to know Clax after he had that huge dunk on LeBron. I don't know if you remember that game, Christmas
Oh
Day
yeah,
game, 2021.
yeah, Clax, man. Man, that boy can rebound. He blocks shots. He plays with energy. He's tough down low.
Can run
And
the floor. Yeah,
yep, you ain't got to teach him how to play ball. He already know what he's supposed to do as a big.
but he got to get in the weight room though.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, you can't have every gift. He's not a star, but you look at him for what he is, and Luca will maximize his gifts. Like remember when Chris Paul went to the Clippers
Hmm.
and DeAndre Jordan just started eating.
Right.
I know you don't like Chris Paul, but that's the type of player Luca is. Like you run him in that pick and roll, your bigs are gonna eat, bro.
Gonna eat. Yeah, that's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Joint to joint says I wouldn't mind trading AR if it's for an upgrade. Yeah. You don't just trade them just to trade them. You see what's around, and then if it's a move that's gonna fit better with Luca, you make that move.
Right.
But I guarantee you the players who didn't play well are gone. All those players who didn't play well in that series, they're out.
Like who?
Shit. Well, for one, Don't Connect didn't even play, and they've been trying to get off him. I don't know why, because I think Don't Connect is probably gonna be a future star. Uh,
Yeah.
but but they'll
I
probably
mean,
move off
Sixers.
him.
We'll take him. We'll take him. We'll
Yeah,
give y'all Kelly Oubre.
now that'd be somebody who can help. Kelly Oubre, he's somebody who's tough, who can defend, shoot.
He can defend, but he's a streaky shooter.
Yeah, yeah,
If he's
that's true.
making shots, he's making shots. If he's laying bricks, he's laying bricks.
Yeah,
But
but
one thing
but
I like about Kelly is he plays like hard every single night. Like the effort is there on every single play, but the outside shot is just inconsistent.
you need that. You need somebody who gonna play. I'd rather take that, like that player who shows up every night. At least energy wise, like give you that extra effort. I like that. You
Yeah.
need dogs, bro. Like Finney Smith, like he fits well with Luca. Like they should keep him
Mhm.
because when you pass him the ball, there's no contemplating. There's nothing. He's shooting that shit. That shit gonna be wet.
Mhm.
Even with what's his name from Malik Beasley. We had Malik Beasley.
Right.
Man, Malik Beasley is knocking shit down. And he can defend.
The Hammer Man wasn't playing him though.
Yeah. Because yeah, you got to play him, bro. I mean, if the ball swings, he's great. But if the ball doesn't swing like that, he's he goes a little cold. But he's a rhythm shooter. Like he shoots within rhythm. The ball got to swing to him.
Right.
I think with players like a Luka or a LeBron and stuff like that, I don't know if he'll fit good with those type of players that hold the ball, and you gotta wait. You gotta sit there and wait.
Right. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Then the ball gets kicked out to you, and then you
Don't
gotta
don't
put it up.
like Danny Green. Like Danny Green was a knockdown 3-point shooter, but he'll go cold. Like if he don't get his touches, he'll go cold.
Right. And y'all was sending them death threats.
I wasn't sending them death threats. I like Danny Green,
Some Laker fans, let me say.
but that everything. See, people think because a player gets traded, they're not good. Nah, well, they don't fit. Not that they're not good.
Right.
But I think Orlando, man, you watch out for Orlando, bro.
Oh,
That
I'm really high on Paolo.
Paolo coming.
I am really high on Paolo.
Paolo is coming. He's coming.
I think his game reminds me of Melo, but like a modern version of Melo.
Yeah, yeah. He's hard to deal with, bro. That motherfucker. That's a bad man, bro. That's a baller, bro.
I
Paolo
think
for
next year
sure.
he probably makes a all-star, like a above all-star, but a little bit beneath a superstar tier. Like he's better than an all-star, but he's not a superstar yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not yet. Few more pieces, man.
Mhm.
Few more pieces for him.
They need a
Fine.
point guard so badly.
Yeah. Yep.
Like a
And
distributing point guard, not no Jalen Suggs type point
yeah,
guard.
I like Wagner too.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Them boys, man. They they put the pressure on your defense. Them motherfuckers to score.
I'm telling you. What do you
But they
put up
got to.
against Boston? He put up 30, 20,
Yeah,
20,
the
20.
motherfucker was killing Boston, bro. But
Man.
if you look at like their trajectory before the injuries, man, that team would shit. That team would be
Yeah, they
tough,
were
bro.
top three. Top three, top
Ain't
four.
nobody trying to see them in the playoffs, bro.
Right.
Telling you, those are the teams I like.
Yeah, they were top three, top four. And then Paulo goes down with an abdominal injury. I mean, oblique injury. And then Franz goes down with an oblique injury, too.
Yeah, 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 man. But they on their way, man. I like the way like a lot of these younger players are playing, man. Like Paolo, like I like Scotty Barnes too. He don't have a team. Yeah, from Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a team yet, but they got Ingram up there recently.
And Barrett, too.
Yeah. So who do you have? Like Warriors, Minnesota. Who you looking at?
Warriors.
Ooh, why?
Because there's this thing about Jimmy Butler. When he goes up against former teams, he gets off on them. I ain't gonna lie. He gets off on his. I seen it when he played us in the playoffs in 2022, and he wasn't playing around. So that with Steph Curry playing at a superstar level, I think that can definitely get Ant-Man out the way. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Minnesota won. But I think Golden State is going to win.
I think as far as IQ, I think Jimmy has the highest IQ in the game.
Out of everybody in the league right now,
Yes,
or in the series,
in the league.
stop it.
I think he has the highest IQ in the league, bro.
Over Chris Paul, over
Yeah,
Jokic.
yeah.
Wow.
Because what he does defensively, bro, he cuts shit off, bro. Like this motherfucker always, pretty much almost always makes the right decision. Look at him. Look at him tonight, for example. Let me turn on this light. Tonight he wasn't dominating the scoreboard, but this motherfucker gave you 10 rebounds. So he knows how to locate the ball, right? He knows how to track. He has a nose for that shit,
Right.
right? He knows how to pass. He has 7 assists tonight. And we're talking about he don't hold the ball. You see what I'm saying? Like he still plays with the flow and he picks his spots. So he knows exactly how to attack and dissect the defense and get a high percentage shot. This motherfucker tonight was 7 for 13, bro. 2 of 3 from 3. He doesn't shoot the threes, but when he shoots, he makes sure every shot he takes is the right shot. He plays with a purpose, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's true. But I mean, I
Jimmy
don't know
has,
if I would say he has the best IQ. There's a lot of players that have like,
bro. His IQ shows because before he got on the team, bro. You know what happened to the Warriors
they
before he
were out
was.
the they were out the playing.
When you get a guy like that, he does more than one thing. He does everything, and he does it well. So when
Yeah.
you add a player like that, that's the reason why, like in the playoffs, he succeeds so much. It's not the fact that he could score, of course, but it's the fact that he's picking you apart.
Right.
He's dissecting you.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's him and a couple other guys. Like Derek White has a high IQ. Like Drew Holiday. Um, who else? Who else I'm thinking about? Jokic, of course, has a high IQ, but I think Jimmy has like all around offense, defense. I think it's Jimmy.
But I mean, in this series, if they play small ball too much, and Rudy Gobert torches them for 2020.
Rudy Gobert ain't getting that many rebounds over Looney.
I mean that's true. That is true.
And like I said in my
I
other
mean, it
group,
depends because I mean, Steve Kirby playing Draymond at the 5, and Draymond. I
yeah,
mean, even though he got history with Gobert, I mean, I don't know if Gobert going
yeah,
he
it's
gonna have
hell.
flashbacks of Draymond choking him. So
Remember the last live stream we did? You asked me who would I choose? It was between Looney. Was it you? It was between Looney and uh Jackson Hayes, right? I don't know if it was you,
I think it was Cheyenne.
huh?
I think it was Cheyenne. I could be wrong, but
Yeah,
I think
they,
it was.
they asked me who would I choose. I said Looney. And tonight you seen why I choose
Any
Looney.
impact, right?
Look at his impact, bro. Motherfucker, all over the place.
hmm That's a fact. That is a fact. But hey, KB, we gotta catch some Z's.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man, but that's gonna do it, man. You got any thing you want to say to the people?
Yeah. Houston ain't shit. Ime Udoka ain't shit.
Oh
Jalen
man,
Green ain't shit. Get Houston up out of here. Warriors in 5. Let's go against the Timberwolves. Ant-Man, Can't-Man. Warriors in 5.
all right, y'all. Y'all go subscribe to DFJ Hoops Talk. DFJ has been good, bro.
Oh yeah, make sure y'all sub to this channel too. Smash that like button, share the podcast, share it on your social media platforms, and get this platform all over the place.
That's
Peace.
a fact. That's a fact. Peace, y'all. Peace.